Welcome to Ancient Conspiracies Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Carter. In the dusty, sun-soaked sands of ancient Mesopotamia, amidst the rubble of a civilization long since past, a peculiar artifact was discovered in 1936. A terracotta pot, corroded copper cylinder, and an iron rod, which, when pieced together, hinted at an object so incongruous with its time, it sparked a debate that continues to this day. This was the Baghdad Battery, a simple, unassuming relic that could potentially rewrite our understanding of ancient technological capability. Imagine, if you will, a world that had discovered the power of electricity not in the 18th century, but over 2,000 years prior. The implications are staggering, and the questions they pose, potentially earth-shattering. How did they stumble upon this discovery? What was its purpose? And most haunting of all, why did this knowledge vanish, only to re-emerge in the modern age? The origin of this artifact takes us back to the Parthian Empire, an ancient civilization that existed between 225 BC and AD 224, a time when Rome was still a budding republic and the marvels of electricity were over a millennium away. Yet nestled among their pottery, a potential testament to their scientific prowess was found. Measuring roughly 5 inches in height, the Baghdad Battery comprised a clay jar, a copper tube, and an iron rod. When filled with an acidic substance such as vinegar or grape juice, it seemed to produce a small voltage. The discovery ignited a firestorm of speculation. Could this have been an ancient form of a galvanic cell, a primitive battery? If so, what was it used for? Some theories suggest it may have been employed in electroplating or electrotherapy, while others propose it was used in religious ceremonies to create a tingling sensation, signifying the presence of the divine. But not everyone was convinced. Skeptics argue that the Baghdad Battery is nothing more than a glorified coin jar, used for storing scrolls or precious items. They point out the lack of inscriptions or textual evidence to support the claims of its electrical properties. Yet, the mystery remains. We find ourselves drawn into the heart of an enigma that straddles the line between scientific innovation and historical anomaly. It's a tantalizing thought, the idea that ancient civilizations may have been more advanced than we give them credit for, that they could have harnessed the power of electricity. As we delve deeper into the mystery of the Baghdad Battery, we must tread cautiously, for we are not just exploring an artifact, but the very boundaries of our understanding of human history and advancement. Each piece of evidence, each theory, brings us one step closer to unraveling this enigma. Whether the Baghdad Battery was an ancient power source or simply a coin jar, its discovery challenges us to broaden our perspectives, to question our preconceived notions, and to dare to imagine a past far more electrifying than we ever thought possible. The Fertile Crescent, the cradle of civilization, is where our story is rooted. A land between two rivers, the Euphrates and the Tigris, it was home to the ancient Parthian civilization, a society known for its complex socio-political structure, advanced metallurgy, and a thriving trade network. The Parthians were inheritors of the grand Mesopotamian tradition. They held a deep reverence for the natural world, as evident in their pantheon of gods and goddesses, which included deities associated with the sun, moon, earth, and water. This reverence extended to their understanding of natural phenomena, which they sought to explain through spiritual and metaphysical beliefs. This was an era when divine intercession was sought for everything from a good harvest to victory in battle. The boundaries of the physical and the metaphysical were porous, and to the ancient Parthians, the mysteries of the natural world were thought to be manifestations of divine will. Yet their understanding of the world was not solely rooted in the spiritual. The Parthians were also practical people and skilled artisans. Their mastery of metallurgy is well documented, with many Parthian artifacts demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of working with metals such as copper and iron, the very elements found within the Baghdad Battery. By the 2nd century BC, the Parthian Empire was at its zenith, stretching from the Euphrates to the Indus Valley. It was a period of extensive trade and cultural exchange, a time when ideas and inventions traversed vast distances. Could it be possible that the concept of electricity, too, was part of this exchange? The question is tantalizing, but the answer remains elusive. The Baghdad Battery's design, while bearing similarity to a modern-day battery, also echoes the shape of storage vessels common in the ancient world. Could it be that the object's purpose is not as electrifying as we hope, but is rooted in more mundane uses? But then again, in a world where the divine and the physical entwine seamlessly, could the Baghdad Battery have served a dual purpose? Could it have been a storage vessel that also functioned as a symbol of divine power, an object that could produce a mysterious tingle, a physical manifestation of the divine? The enigma of the Baghdad Battery lies at the intersection of history, culture, and science, a testament to a civilization that might have been more advanced than we, with our modern sensibilities, have given them credit for. Whether a battery or a coin jar, the Baghdad Battery continues to challenge our understanding of the ancient world and the breadth of human ingenuity. In our quest to unravel the mystery of the Baghdad Battery, we must turn our attention towards the figures and discoveries that have been instrumental in bringing this enigma to light. Our journey begins with the man who discovered the artifact in the first place, Wilhelm König. A German archaeologist and director of the National Museum of Iraq in the 1930s, König chanced upon the artifact while going through the museum's unclassified collections. Intrigued by its peculiar design, he was the first to suggest that it could be an ancient electric cell. His hypothesis, published in 1938, was the spark that ignited the debate about the Baghdad Battery's true purpose. Another significant figure who has contributed immensely to our understanding of this artifact is Dr. Elizabeth Stone, an archaeologist and professor at Stony Brook University. Her extensive research in Iraq has shed light on the Parthian Empire's cultural and technological accomplishments, providing the context needed to assess König's hypothesis. Several experiments have been conducted in an attempt to recreate the Baghdad Battery's supposed electrical capabilities. Most notably, in the early 2000s, the Discovery Channel's show Mythbusters tested König's theory. Their replica Baghdad Battery successfully produced a half-volt of electricity, lending some credibility to the notion that the artifact could indeed have been a primitive battery. But not all evidence points towards an electrical function. The Baghdad Battery's resemblance to known coin containers from the same period has led some to propose that it was simply a storage jar for coins or sacred scrolls. Furthermore, no ancient Parthian texts have been found that mention the use of electricity or any device that resembles the Baghdad Battery. Yet, the absence of written evidence does not necessarily imply that the Parthians were unaware of electricity. Oral traditions and practical knowledge often precede written records, and the Parthians could have possessed an understanding of electricity without leaving textual evidence. Meanwhile, some have turned to ancient mythology to explain the Baghdad Battery. A prime example is the myth of the divine touch, prevalent in many ancient civilizations. This myth describes how certain holy men could produce a tingling sensation or a small shock by touching others, interpreted as a sign of divine power. Could the Baghdad Battery have been a tool used to create this divine touch? The Baghdad Battery remains an enigma, a physical manifestation of a past that continues to puzzle us. As we delve deeper into its mystery, we move closer to understanding not only this artifact, but also the ingenious minds that created it. Whether a primitive battery or a coin jar, the Baghdad Battery serves as a testament to the sophistication of the ancient Parthians and their ability to blur the lines between the physical and the metaphysical. Interestingly, the Baghdad Battery is not an isolated artifact. An intriguing parallel can be drawn with the Djed pillar of ancient Egypt, a symbol of stability and regeneration, which some propose was an electrical condenser. Also, a device called the Leyden jar, an early form of a capacitor invented in the 18th century, bears a striking resemblance to the Baghdad Battery. Could these historical artifacts point to a shared understanding of electricity that transcends time and geography? Another compelling anomaly lies in the widely held belief that the concept of electricity was not discovered until the 19th century, with the work of scientists like Alessandro Volta and Michael Faraday. If the Baghdad Battery was indeed a primitive electrical device, it would mean that our understanding of technological advancement and the historical timeline would need to be drastically revised. Moreover, the mystery deepens as we consider the materials used in the Baghdad Battery. The iron rod, copper cylinder, and the bitumen seal are all ingredients needed to generate an electrical charge. But these materials were also commonly used in Parthian burial rituals. Could the battery simply be a misunderstood funeral artifact? The geographical location of the artifact also presents an intriguing anomaly. The Baghdad Battery was unearthed in an area that was once the heart of the ancient world, a hub of trade, culture, and scientific innovation. This region has given us some of the earliest known written records, the wheel, and the concept of a 60-minute hour. So, it is not entirely implausible that this area could also have been home to the world's first battery. It's tempting to attribute a practical, everyday application to the Baghdad Battery. But we must also consider the possibility that this device had a spiritual or ceremonial function, a purpose that transcends our modern, utilitarian perspective. The Baghdad Battery's true purpose remains obscured by the sands of time. Yet the questions it raises and the possibilities it suggests continue to captivate us. This humble clay jar could hold the secrets of a forgotten age, when the lines between science, spirituality, and myth were more intertwined than we can perhaps imagine today. With every theory we explore, we stand on the threshold of a deeper understanding of our collective past and the extraordinary capabilities of our ancestors. So, what does science say about the Baghdad Battery? For starters, the materials this artifact is made of, copper, iron, and an asphalt seal, can indeed produce an electric charge when filled with an acidic substance, such as vinegar or grape juice. This has been proven in numerous scientific experiments, including those conducted by famous mythbusters Adam Savage and Jamie Hyneman. But just because a thing can be done, does it mean it was done? Furthermore, the bitumen seal on the battery is not watertight, which raises questions about its practicality as a storage device for acidic liquids. Some have suggested that the bitumen seal may have been more effective in the past, but there's no definitive proof of this. When looking at the broader archaeological context, no evidence of wires or conductors has been found associated with the batteries, leading some to question how the generated electricity would have been used. Moreover, there are no contemporary textual or artistic references to such devices or their uses. This absence of supporting evidence makes it challenging to definitively state that the Baghdad Battery was used to generate electricity. On the other hand, the materials used in the battery were commonly used in burial rituals during the Parthian era, leading some to suggest the artifact may have ceremonial or symbolic significance rather than practical utility. This interpretation gains more weight when we consider the lack of evidence for a practical application. Moreover, the battery was found in a region known for its advanced scientific knowledge and philosophical insights. Therefore, it's plausible that the Baghdad Battery was not a utilitarian device, but rather a symbolic representation of the power and mystery of the natural world. Perhaps it was a way for our ancestors to connect with the unseen forces that shape our universe. In the end, the Baghdad Battery stands as an enigma, a testament to the complexity and sophistication of ancient cultures. The true purpose of this artifact may never be fully understood, but the questions it raises and the possibilities it suggests continue to captivate our imaginations. The Baghdad Battery serves as a profound reminder that our history is rich with mysteries still waiting to be uncovered, and that our ancestors were far more advanced than we often give them credit for. Despite the intrigue surrounding the Baghdad Battery, it's important to note that there exists a significant degree of scholarly skepticism regarding its purported electrical capabilities. Numerous academics and institutions challenge the notion that this artifact was an early form of battery, arguing instead that it may have served a far more mundane purpose. Dr. St. John Simpson, an assistant keeper at the British Museum, is one such skeptic. He posits that the artifacts were in fact containers for sacred scrolls. The copper cylinder, he suggests, would have been an ideal storage space for papyrus or parchment documents, protecting them from the elements. The bitumen, likewise, could have served to seal the containers and further safeguard their precious contents. Others, such as Paul Craddock, a metallurgy expert at the British Museum, propose that the Baghdad Battery may have been nothing more than a simple storage jar for coins or precious metals. The apparent absence of any conductive materials or wires in the same archaeological context, he says, seriously undermines the idea that this artifact was designed to produce electricity. Moreover, skeptics point out the absence of any clear contemporary textual or artistic evidence supporting the use of electricity in ancient Mesopotamia. If such a significant technological advancement had been made, they argue, surely there would be some record of its existence and application. This skepticism isn't intended to belittle our ancestors' capabilities, rather it's a call for rigorous scientific inquiry. The desire to ascribe advanced technology to ancient civilizations can sometimes lead to sensationalized interpretations, detracting from the real accomplishments of these remarkable societies. While the idea of ancient electricity is tantalizing, it's crucial that we base our understanding of history on solid evidence and sound reasoning. Yet this scholarly pushback doesn't completely extinguish the spark of possibility. The Baghdad Battery might not have been an electrical device in the conventional sense, but it continues to generate a current of curiosity and speculation. Whether it was a vessel for ancient wisdom, a coin jar, or a forgotten touchstone of technological innovation, its true purpose remains shrouded in the mists of time. The mystery endures, reminding us that history still holds many secrets yet to be unraveled. The Baghdad Battery, regardless of its true purpose, remains a potent symbol, a tantalizing hint of alternative history and the untapped knowledge of our ancestors. Proponents of the electrical theory suggest that if this artifact was indeed a primitive battery, it could have profound implications for our understanding of human origins and spirituality. It would suggest that ancient civilizations possessed a level of technological sophistication that challenges traditional narratives of progress and innovation. In the context of metaphysical thought, the Baghdad Battery, if accepted as a device for generating electricity, could be viewed as an emblem of enlightenment, a conduit for divine energy or power. The concept of electricity, understood as a powerful and mysterious force, has parallels in many spiritual and philosophical traditions. In Hinduism, for instance, electricity or vidyut is considered one of the 5 gross elements, a manifestation of divine energy. In ancient Greek tradition, the god Zeus wielded thunderbolts, a symbol of power and divine wrath, reflecting the awe and fear that electrical phenomena inspired. From a Gnostic or esoteric perspective, the battery could be interpreted as a repository of hidden or forbidden knowledge, a tangible link to the ancient wisdom that is believed to have been lost or suppressed over the centuries. If we consider the possibility that our ancestors had discovered electricity, it raises the question, what other secrets did they know? What other marvels of science and technology did they master, only for this knowledge to be forgotten or deliberately concealed? In the realm of creation myths and divine narratives, the Baghdad Battery could serve as a dramatic symbol of humanity's audacious attempt to harness the forces of nature, mirroring the Promethean myth of stealing fire from the gods. If ancient civilizations did indeed possess the knowledge of electricity, it could be seen as a testament to the human spirit's ceaseless striving for progress and understanding, a quest driven by curiosity, daring, and an insatiable desire to transcend boundaries. Of course, these interpretations hinge on accepting the premise that the Baghdad Battery was a device for generating electricity. While this theory has yet to be conclusively proven, the artifact continues to inspire debate and speculation. It serves as a reminder of the enigmatic richness of our past, the vast reservoir of human experience and knowledge that we are only beginning to tap into. Whether the Baghdad Battery was a vessel for divine energy, a container for coins, or a repository of arcane wisdom, it embodies the enduring mystery of our origins and the tantalizing promise of hidden truths waiting to be discovered. The Baghdad Battery, with its potential implications of an ancient understanding of electricity, has not existed in isolation within historical debates, but has also found its way into the popular culture of the modern world. In literature, it has served as a compelling plot device, a symbol of lost wisdom and technological prowess. The Baghdad Battery has been featured in novels such as The Atlantis Code by Charles Brokaw, where it is linked to ancient advanced civilizations and their secret knowledge, enhancing the allure of the narrative with a touch of historical mystery. In cinema, the battery has been depicted in films like The Body, where a similar artifact plays a key role in the storyline, hinting at advanced ancient technologies. In the realm of television, the History Channel's Ancient Aliens series has explored the possibility that extraterrestrial beings may have introduced electrical technology to early human civilizations, with the Baghdad Battery as a prime example. On social media platforms such as YouTube, numerous videos discuss the Baghdad Battery, ranging from academic lectures to passionate advocates of alternative history theories. These discussions often delve into the mysteries of our past, with the Baghdad Battery serving as a tantalizing piece of evidence that challenges the conventional narrative of technological development. The artifact has also become a symbol in various alternative communities. In the realm of fringe science and alternative archaeology, the Baghdad Battery is often cited as evidence of an out-of-place artifact, a term used to describe objects that seem too advanced for their time period or that challenge current historical understanding. This perspective posits that mainstream academia has either overlooked or suppressed these artifacts due to their incongruity with accepted historical timelines. In the domain of occult and esoteric thought, the Baghdad Battery is sometimes interpreted as a physical embodiment of ancient wisdom, a testament to our ancestors' understanding of the subtle energies of the universe. Some even speculate that the artifact was used in spiritual or magical practices, harnessing electrical energy for ritualistic or healing purposes. Regardless of the truth behind the Baghdad Battery, one thing is clear: the artifact continues to captivate the imagination, stirring discussions and debates across diverse platforms and communities. It is a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the enigmatic depths of our past that are yet to be fully explored and understood. In the end, the Baghdad Battery underscores our collective quest for knowledge, our relentless pursuit of truth in the face of mystery and uncertainty. As we delve deeper into these fringe theories, we cross the threshold into the realm of the truly enigmatic. Some theories posit that the Baghdad Battery is not merely the product of ancient human innovation, but evidence of extraterrestrial or otherworldly intervention. Advocates of such theories suggest that the battery's design and purpose are too advanced for its time, pointing to a possible influence from civilizations far more technologically advanced than our own. The possibility of alien intervention stirs the imagination and raises fascinating questions. Could the Baghdad Battery have been a gift from extraterrestrial beings as a means to guide our ancestors towards technological advancement? Or was it left behind as a relic of an otherworldly visitation, a testament to their existence and capabilities? Equally intriguing is the proposal of time manipulation. Some believe that the Baghdad Battery could be a temporal anomaly, a piece of technology that has somehow ended up in the wrong time period. If this is the case, the implications are staggering. It would suggest that the timeline of human progress is not as linear as we believe, that the boundaries of time can be crossed, and that the past, present, and future may be far more intertwined than we can comprehend. Then there are those who posit the existence of interdimensional beings. These proponents theorize that the Baghdad Battery could be evidence of contact with entities from another dimension. They argue that these beings might have interacted with our ancestors, sharing their knowledge and technology, and leaving behind the Baghdad Battery as a tangible sign of their presence. Lastly, the notion of hidden bloodlines is also considered. Some propose that the creators of the Baghdad Battery were part of a secret lineage of advanced individuals, a hidden society that had mastered technologies far before their contemporaries. The battery, in this context, is viewed as a relic of their clandestine knowledge and abilities. These theories, while undoubtedly unorthodox, exemplify our innate curiosity and the lengths to which we will go to explain the inexplicable. The Baghdad Battery, serving as a catalyst for such speculations, underscores the power of mystery in driving our quest for understanding. Whether it's a coin jar, an ancient electrical device, or an artifact of otherworldly origin, its significance lies in its ability to challenge our perceptions, incite debate, and inspire us to delve deeper into the enigmas of our past. As we delve into the realm of speculation and ponder the unanswered questions surrounding the Baghdad Battery, it's crucial to remember that this artifact is more than just a physical object. It's a symbol, a nexus of possibilities that stretches our understanding of history and challenges the boundaries of our thinking. What if the Baghdad Battery truly is an example of ancient electricity? The implications are far-reaching, not just for our understanding of the past, but also for our perception of human progress and innovation. It would mean that our ancestors were capable of feats of engineering and scientific understanding that we are only beginning to appreciate, and it would shift our timeline of technological advancement significantly. On the other hand, if the Baghdad Battery is nothing more than a coin jar, it still holds value. Even as a mundane object, it has sparked a wealth of ingenuity and creativity. It has made us question, imagine, and explore. It serves as a potent reminder that sometimes the most ordinary things can provoke extraordinary thought. Then there's the more esoteric theories about extraterrestrial involvement, time anomalies, interdimensional entities, or secret bloodlines. If any of these possibilities hold any grain of truth, it would radically reshape our understanding of reality itself. It would open up a universe of possibilities, transcending what we deem as familiar and ordinary, and plunging us into a realm of the extraordinary and the unknown. Unanswered questions linger. Why was the Baghdad Battery buried? Was it hidden deliberately, or was it simply discarded? If it was a device of significance, why is there only one example? Why haven't we found more? And the most haunting question of all, what other secrets does our past hold, waiting to be unearthed and reveal their truths? The enigma of the Baghdad Battery is a testament to the power of mystery. It is a symbol of our relentless desire to explore the unknown, to question the established truths, and to continually seek answers. As we continue this journey of discovery, let us remember that every mystery solved is just the beginning of a new question, and every question asked is a step closer to understanding the wondrous complexity of our existence. The Baghdad Battery is not just a relic of the past, it is a beacon, illuminating the path towards our future. In the midst of uncertainty, one thing is certain. The allure of the unknown will always propel us forward, towards realms of knowledge yet to be discovered. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of Ancient Conspiracies Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to Ancient Conspiracies Podcast on Patreon. Subscribe now.